All right, so this is pretty interesting. So it looks like we got some new updates as it relates to CJ So Cool's home invasion incident. So it looks like one of the suspects, Raven Queen, as you guys can see, she has a court date scheduled for February 14, 2023 at 9:30 in the morning. This is for a preliminary hearing. And here are all the list of charges. We got attempted murder, robbery with a deadly weapon. We got battery with the use of a deadly weapon. Burglary while possession of a gun/deadly weapon, home invasion with a deadly weapon, home invasion first degree. Then you got grand larceny, which I'm like, grand larceny. I thought he said that nothing was taken from him. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section. Then you got conspiracy, home invasion, and then attempted home invasion. Wow, it looks like the list got longer. But let's Google what is a preliminary hearing in Nevada, because I'm sure some of you guys don't know what that is. So this is according to some lawyer website that I found. It says preliminary hearings are similar to trials, though not everyone has the right to one. They're much harder to win, but they are an important part of the criminal defense in Las Vegas and can help determine the outcome of your case. On this page, you will find some general information. Preliminary hearing is a standard pre-trial proceeding in most felony and gross misdemeanor cases, also called a probable cause hearing. A preliminary hearing is where the state tries to persuade the judge that they have sufficient reason to press charges and keep you in jail pending trial unless you have not already bailed out. So that's going to be pretty interesting because she's facing a long list of charges. Now, grand larceny, according to Nevada law 205.220, is stealing someone else's property valued at $1,200 or greater. Stealing is defined as taking property that belongs to another person or entity. So again, I thought he said in one of his videos, or maybe even the first video, I don't remember which one now, that nothing was taken from him. So I don't know what the situation is. Now, a couple different channels like this one, Nothing But the Truth, shout out to these people, BCS TV, they mentioned that Raven Queen is from the state of California. So I looked up that name in the state of California, and there's a bunch of cases, as you guys can see, even the last three right here. The same exact name, Raven Simone Queen. So there's a case from 2016, a case from 2021, and there's even one here from 2022. So this one right here, it says case summary, September 20, 2022. So this was maybe 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. And it's the same exact name. Case status not classified by court. I don't know what that means. Case type, other criminal. But let's get down to party details. So yeah, defendant name is pretty much the exact same name, Raven Queen. Then you got docket entries. So this is October 12th. Like I said, this is like a few months ago. And then you got the charge section right here is 459. And the plea is not guilty. Now, this section right here, this is actually a burglary, if I'm not mistaken. We can Google it later. But I'm pretty sure that's for burglary. So that one is from 2022. Then we got another case here from 2021. Pretty much the same, not classified by court. Court documents are not available. This one got a charge section of 182A1. Charge section 459. So how is it that this person keeps getting charged with what looks like a burglary like almost every year for the last 2 years now, or maybe the last couple of years, because I think also this happened in 2016. So something is not adding up. Like, what happened to all these cases? Court documents are not available for this case. But again, the name matches, but again, you can't really view the court documents, so it is what it is. But like I said, something is just not adding up. This one is from January 26th. This one is October 3rd, 2016. I mean, unless they got somebody else that has the same exact name because we haven't seen any video of her actually getting arrested. We just know that she's in, I guess, some detention center or whatever. That's what they told you guys. But we haven't seen a video of her actually being physically arrested. So unless they got somebody else in California that has the same exact name and just happens to also be charged with burglary and various other charges that are quite similar with this, like receiving or stealing property or whatever. So again, this one also has the same charge section, 459. This one says plea not guilty, disposition dismissed, or not prosecuted. So there's like, I feel like some people think because you are charged with something that somehow means that you have been convicted. So, I mean, just because you're charged with a crime doesn't mean you are convicted of that crime. You have to kind of go through the whole legal process or whatever. So it looks like some of these charges were dismissed. This one looks like there was some jail time. For count 4, jail term is 5 years in county jail. I'm just reading this like the same way you guys are probably looking at this and reading it. So something is not adding up. Charge section 496A. I don't know what that is. We'll have to Google that. But again, I mean, like those other channels have mentioned, I think they were actually able to pull up her information, and it looks like she's a resident or resided in the state of California. So this definitely adds up because it's the same name, very similar charges. I mean, it seems like this person is a real expert when it comes to like burglaries or whatever. And it seems like it's like every year, almost every year, 2022, 2021, and then 2016. So if she really did go to jail for 5 years in 2016, well, 2017 seems to be the trial. So I'm just assuming if she went to jail 5 years, that would be like right around 2022, but she was charged in 2021, 2022. Like something is not adding up, folks. It's not adding up. Charge section 459 sentencing. That is first degree is always a felony under California Penal Code. It's often referred to as residential burglary. So I kind of knew that it was burglary because we kind of talked about this in a previous video. So it does look like 459 is burglary. Now 496, this is penalties if convicted of receiving stolen property as a misdemeanor. The defendant can be sentenced up to a year in jail and costly court fines. If convicted as a felony, the maximum sentence is 3 years in prison. Now, of course, this is all according to Google. So this is just my opinion at the end of the day, but it's just interesting. 2021, 2022, very similar charges, and now 2023, another list of charges. So it's going to be interesting how this case, turns around, because it's just pretty weird how nothing happened in 2021's case and 2022's case. I don't know whatever happened. There was no updates mentioned. There's no court documents available. So I don't know. Something is just not adding up, but we'll see where this goes. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching.